The Whispering Marketplace. I had always been curious about the dark web, a hidden corner of the internet where secrets festered and nightmares came to life. One night, I decided to explore it, thinking it was just a place for hackers and criminals. I couldn't have been more wrong. As I delved deeper into the dark web, I stumbled upon a marketplace unlike any other. It was called the Whispering Marketplace, and its pages were filled with cryptic listings. The items for sale ranged from rare books to exotic animals, but there was something unsettling about the descriptions. I clicked on a listing for an antique mirror, its description promising that it could reveal hidden truths. Intrigued, I placed an order and waited. A few days later, the mirror arrived, wrapped in black velvet. I hung the mirror in my bedroom, and that's when the whispers began. Late at night, I would hear soft, ghostly voices emanating from the mirror. They spoke in hushed tones, as if sharing long-buried secrets. I couldn't make out the words at first, but the voices grew louder, more insistent. They spoke of darkness and despair, of forbidden knowledge that should never be revealed. I tried to cover the mirror, but the whispers persisted, echoing in the darkness. One night, as I gazed into the mirror, I saw a reflection that was not my own, a shadowy figure with empty eyes and a twisted smile. It reached out, its hand emerging from the mirror as if to pull me into its world. I screamed and ripped the mirror from the wall, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. The whispers stopped, and the shadowy figure vanished. I was left shaken and terrified, realizing that the dark web held horrors beyond my imagination. I shut down my computer and vowed never to return to that sinister corner of the internet. But the memory of the Whispering Marketplace and the haunted mirror still haunts my dreams. A reminder that some secrets are best left undiscovered. The Streaming Nightmare. I had heard rumors of a dark web livestream known as the Streaming Nightmare. It was said to be a place where unspeakable horrors were broadcast to a select audience of twisted individuals. I never thought I would stumble upon it, but one night, curiosity got the better of me. As I navigated the dark web, I found a link that led to the Streaming Nightmare. The page was simple, a black screen with a chat room on the side. The chat was filled with usernames like Spectre and Dark Soul, all eagerly anticipating the show. The live stream began, and I watched in horror as a masked figure entered a dimly lit room. In the center of the room was a bound and gagged woman, her eyes filled with terror. The masked figure approached her with a knife, and the chat erupted in sadistic excitement. I couldn't tear my eyes away, as the woman's screams filled the room. The figure carved grotesque symbols into her flesh, the chat room celebrating each act of brutality. I felt sick to my stomach, but I couldn't bring myself to close the tab. Hours passed, and the torture continued. The woman's cries grew weaker, and the masked figure seemed to revel in her suffering. The chat room was a frenzy of depravity, a nightmare made real. As the live stream reached its horrifying climax, the masked figure turned to the camera and removed their mask, revealing a face that was all too familiar. It was my own face, twisted into a sadistic grin. I screamed and slammed my laptop shut, my heart pounding. I had stumbled into a nightmarish world of sadistic voyeurism. a place where humanity's darkest impulses were laid bare. I never returned to the dark web, haunted by the memory of the streaming nightmare and the evil that lurked within it. It was a chilling reminder that the internet could be a portal to the darkest corners of the human psyche. The price of knowledge. I had always been fascinated by the dark web, a place where forbidden knowledge could be found for the right price. One night, I decided to delve deeper into its depths, searching for answers to questions that had haunted me for years. As I navigated the dark web, I stumbled upon a website called The Price of Knowledge. It claimed to offer access to the most forbidden secrets in exchange for a simple task: sacrificing a cherished possession. I was desperate for answers, so I decided to take the plunge. I uploaded a picture of a treasured childhood toy and waited. Within minutes, a message appeared on the screen, providing instructions to access the forbidden knowledge. The instructions led me to a hidden chat room, where a shadowy figure awaited. They spoke in riddles, revealing cryptic truths that sent shivers down my spine. They told me things about my past, things that no one else could possibly know. But as the conversation continued, the figure's demands grew darker. They asked for more than just possessions, they wanted my soul. They spoke of a ritual that would grant me ultimate knowledge, but at a terrible cost. I hesitated, torn between my thirst for knowledge and the growing sense of dread. The figure's voice grew more insistent, more menacing, until I could no longer bear it. I disconnected from the chat, but it was too late. The figure's words echoed in my mind, a haunting reminder of the price of knowledge. I shut down my computer and vowed never to return to the dark web. The answers I had sought had come at a terrible cost, a reminder that some knowledge is better left undiscovered. The memory of the price of knowledge still haunts me, a chilling testament to the dangers of delving too deep into the abyss of the internet.